Ez itt a TRIP, Magyarország legújabb kulturális platformja, az első magyar karanténszínház otthona.
Csak szakíts! Jöjjön ránk, minek ránk jönni kell. Legyünk tudók, mint Isten.
Mi lenne, ha ezt kihagynánk, jó? Csak úgy csináljuk.
A TRIP Budapesten a parlamenttel szemben horgonyoz egy muzeális értékű folyamtengeri szállítóhajó.
1. April 22. Jó, a lakásban nincsen foci. Lakásban nincsen foci. Ja, die Kinder, ja.
Több száz színész, rendező, táncos, zenész dolgozik az első magyar karanténszínház programjain.
Igen.
Szia!
Hello.
Hello, 4200 lesz.
4005-ből, légy szíves.
Bocs, KP-t nem fogadtatok el.
De hát, hogy?
KP-n terjed legjobban a vírus, már hetek óta nem fogadjuk el, kim van a honlapon.
Úristen.
Fontos nekünk az önök támogatása, hiszen a művészeink elvesztették a hétköznapi munkájukat, és ezzel a fizetésüket is.
And on the day of our story, the bowl of soup which was served to Baron Frigyes Podmanicki had 2 flies in it.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate the chance to be here at Tőkeportál. I'm here in the name of the TRIP Hajó, which is a performing arts center here on the Danube. I'll ask you to imagine yourself in Rome, Italy, a city of pines and fountains. It's absolutely stunning, teeming with culture, and normally inundated with tourists. You have nowhere to go, nowhere to easily be, because everything is absolutely swarming with people. And imagine yourself there on one day when actually there's no one in town. It's desolate. It's completely empty. In fact, you've been invited here to run a masterclass for the actors at a theater in Italy, but that has been canceled because of the fear of this pandemic. Now, in all of this, the great excitement of seeing Rome with ease quickly turns to fear, frustration, uncertainty, and panic in my weaker moments, especially when the kids weren't looking. Because me, as a performing artist, an actor, a director, and a screenwriter, I start to wonder, what are the possibilities in this incredible unknown future that so many of us face in just about every industry will be challenged? So when I came back to Budapest after this unsuccessful trip to Rome, I was really concerned. I have my own theater company that I've founded, lots of actors and people that I work with constantly. Almost all of my jobs have been canceled. But I do receive a phone call from Laszlo Magacs, the artistic director here, who's an old colleague and friend of mine. And he calls together a meeting, and within days, early March, that meeting has 40 people upstairs. And from that meeting is the birth of the first Hungarian quarantine theater. And I think what's significant about that is when I think of why I'm an actor or why I'm a director, why I'm a screenwriter, I think that the greatest experience that people can get from theater is if there's a symbiosis, or there's this collective feeling that happens between the audience and the performers, something extremely unique to that moment, that time, but actually leaves the audience thinking about and talking about one another after that performance is done. And I believe that theater needs to have the opportunity to do this. But there was so much uncertainty. How is this going to happen? How can we keep this going? And the first Hungarian quarantine theater was the place that actually gave, I think, a lot of us hope for that. What immediately started happening were plans for different theater companies to innovate, plans to put on live performances, plans to put on streamed performances, plans for tapings, plans for writing, a playwright competition. A lot of different performers, dancers, musicians, whoever, brought these kind of cross-disciplinary groups together to try to innovate new ideas and new things. And that's exactly what gave me a lot of hope, is that this is what the future might very well be like. It might be what it demands of us, to be the innovators and the creators that we are professionally, but now to take that to a whole new level. And I think going forward, that's going to be the very important thing that this place, the TRIP Art Hajó, or the TRIP Art Boat, has to do. That's the role that it has to play. And what I'm asking from you is to be a contributor to that, to be a partner in that, to look and to see the hundreds and hundreds of different performing artists and all the different professionals that are required to put on these very important shows, to make culture everyone's, to allow us to share culture with everyone, and to make it a place where people can attend and be a part of. And we'll need that support so that we can collaborate, that we can work together, and that we can find our way forward so that performing arts doesn't stagnate, get lost, or try to be nostalgic in the frustration of this unknown future that lies ahead, but actually takes us as an opportunity to innovate, to bring forward a whole new idea and a whole new concept, and hopefully end up somewhere further down the line than we are right now. So again, thank you. I encourage you to look at tripart.hu, also to look at the Trip Art Facebook page. And again, I'm very, very pleased to be here. I was Andrew Hefler, actor, director, and screenwriter, and it's something I'm looking forward to. So please be a partner, be a contributor.